The Pacific coast of Canada is one of the most seismically active regions of the world. Every year, seismologists record more than 1,000 earthquakes on this side of the country alone. Just off the BC coast marks the boundary between the North American tectonic plate and the Pacific tectonic plate, making us part of the infamous Pacific Ring of Fire. But the interaction between these two plates is quite complicated, making our west coast one of the few areas in the world where all three types of plate movements take place, and that means a lot of earthquake activity. Earthquakes can occur along the sliding faults in the offshore region of basically Canada's equivalent of the San Andreas Fault, the Queen Charlotte Fault line, like the 8.1 magnitude Queen Charlotte Island earthquake of 1949. Now, we also get quakes within the subducting ocean plate. This is where a magnitude 6.5 earthquake struck downtown Seattle in 1965. This is where we're also waiting for the big one. Now, more on that in a moment. But finally, we can also get quakes within the crustal zone. A magnitude 7.3 earthquake struck central Vancouver Island in 1946. These types of earthquakes can often cause more damage because they're located closer to the Earth's surface and closer to our major cities like Vancouver, Victoria, and Seattle. Moving inland from the coast and away from the active plate boundaries, the frequency and size of earthquakes decreases. Saskatchewan and Manitoba are the least earthquake-prone areas in Canada. Okay, let's get back to southwestern British Columbia. This is called the Cascadia subduction zone, where the oceanic Juan de Fuca plate is sliding or subducting beneath the continent. And here's where we get back to the big one. Now, there's good evidence that the Juan de Fuca and North American plates are currently locked together, causing strain and buildup in the Earth's crust. And it's this squeezing of the crust that causes the 400 or so smaller earthquakes that are located in southwestern British Columbia each year, and the less frequent, once per decade, damaging crustal earthquakes. Now, at some time in the future, these plates will snap loose, generating a huge offshore megathrust earthquake that will likely be greater than 9.0 in magnitude. But we don't know when or exactly where. We can prepare ourselves for what to do when one hits. The Great British Columbia Shakeout is on October 16th. Sign up your family, school, or company to take part in BC's largest earthquake drill at shakeoutbc.ca.